All right, we're back in the attic. We're here with our lifetime guest, Tim Sandy.
In case you forgot who's on this podcast.
Yeah, I hope you guys like the new intro.
Oh, yeah.
Worst
sounds
intro
like
I've ever
Pac-Man.
heard.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I think
Nah,
it's
me too.
hot.
All I have to say is no. No.
No Pac-Man?
No way.
No. No.
All right. You're deaf.
All right. So, Danny,
Yeah, I'm here too.
what...
Yeah, I'm back. Unfortunately,
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
to ruin everyone's.
uh,
Everyone just stopped listening right then and there. Everyone just
Yeah.
put down whatever they were listening to, walked away, and said, "I'm done."
yeah, I don't know. All right, Danny, what are we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to be talking about the third episode of Legend of Korra.
We're also going to be taking our dicks out and sucking each other's dicks because that's how gay we are right now. Okay, next thing.
All right. After
the
the
hell?
anti-animation evilness is over here.
Anti-animation.
What's your beef with Legend of Korra?
I watch a lot of animated things, but Legend of Korra is for children.
What animated things do you watch?
Most animated.
He can't even name one thing when he says, I watch a lot of animated
Metalocalypse.
Dude,
Moral Orals claymation, actually.
Dude,
Still
the,
animated.
I watch
Claymated.
I watch
Claymated.
Disney things. I watch
And he's ragging on Legend Korra when he's like, I watch Disney.
I watch Disney
Dude,
things.
Disney movies are wonderful, and they do have a lot in there for adults.
They're
Put in
magical.
a lot of adult humor.
Yeah. If you watch Legend of Korra, they reference pretty much Akira, which is an R-rated Japanese anime. So,
But they represent. All right,
One
whoa,
of those.
guys, they
Whoa.
they reference
I think the term
Japanese
is
anime. That
hentai.
and also, no, it wasn't hentai. And also, there are numerous allusions to Miyazaki's work, which is highly respected in every school of animation.
Every school?
Every
that's
school.
great,
a
but
lot of
it's
schools.
a show for children.
All
It's
right.
also well written, and it's
It is
about
a-
war,
Okay, go.
death.
It is well written.
Famine.
Go.
It is a little bit about famine.
What else we got?
All
What else we got?
I also purchased The Witcher 2 on Xbox 360, so we're gonna be talking about
How
that,
much Nikki played it?
that. What do you call it when that port that they added over?
Are we
going
going
to
to do a check it out, Witcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll also be doing a check it out. So check out the YouTube page for a check it out on The Witcher 2.
Check it out.
Yep, and Kimball played Trials HD.
Yeah.
Trials 2.
Evolution.
Trials Evolution.
Yep.
Is there a 2 in the title?
No, but it is.
All right, so Trials Evolution HD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's the second in the Trials series.
I don't like when titles put HD in the title. Like,
No, it makes sense when you do when they did the Sly Cooper HD
Yeah, that
collections,
does,
those
but for
make sense.
Trials, it doesn't make sense in my opinion.
Not for the sequel, but
No.
for the original one, they
yeah,
did.
or like the Raymond HDs. I'm fine. Anything that got remade to HD is fine, I think. But this is like a sequel more than a remake.
yeah, like if it's a
Yeah.
new game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if
a new-
if
it's a new game,
remake, then
right.
all right.
I'm fine. Yeah, if they're remaking it, I'm fine with the HD. If it's a new game,
Yeah,
kinda
it
assume
just
it's
confuses
HD.
you.
I hope it is.
Because then I'm like, oh, is there another version? Did I
I
get
paid a lot of money for this.
I want the original.
Hey, will this play? Will this play more? Is there less texture popping if I go for the non HD?
I know.
I don't know.
I'm
All right.
always worried
It might
about
be.
texture popping.
Oh,
Always.
dude, Witcher 2, a little bit of texture popping.
I heard.
Oh,
I looked up some things on that before that. For that.
Yeah,
Cock. Talk.
yeah.
Talk.
They tell you should save it on your hard drive.
Did you do
on
that?
360. No, that would take forever.
You get time, Danny.
No, I'm trying to play the game, man. I don't have time.
Man.
All right, and then
It's
lastly,
true because if Danny doesn't play it right now, that's it. He plays it when he gets it, and that's the last time he usually plays it.
no, actually,
Except with Shadows. Was that Shadows of the Damned?
yeah.
Did you
but-
beat
Played
that?
that a
no,
bit.
I didn't beat that yet.
What are you
Darksiders.
doing?
I don't know. I'm going.
Oh yeah,
blind.
Darksiders. You played that all the way through.
Yeah, that was fun. Now, speaking of which, slight bit of news there. Darksiders got pushed back from June to October. So
Woo.
Did they hurt you?
no, because
Is there-
they're going to be polishing it up, make it
Did
look
they
nice.
say is this for a good reason? They're
yeah,
doing it?
bug fixing.
Oh.
So-
It's going to be buggy, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
Yeah.
it
That's
means
what
it's
that
not
means.
buggy.
I don't know. Sometimes they push things back and push them back, and it's just buggier and buggier. And
If
then
if they
either
push,
don't release
hey,
it
if
or
they
release
push,
a mess.
If they push Darksiders 2 back to 2013, THQ's gone. They got nothing.
Nothing.
No.
So then they couldn't release it when
no,
it's not ready.
They're going bankrupt if it doesn't come out.
Are they still
Yeah,
doing bad?
so they'll
Have
force
they
it
gone-
out.
Actually, they did a little better on the earnings call because the new UFC game did really well, and
It
then
did?
Saints Row the Third sold 4 million copies.
That's pretty damn good.
So, yeah. So that did better than expected.
Yeah, of
So,
course, the new UFC did well. People love it.
Yeah, well, EA's
like-
got
it's
a
like-
UFC game too.
Call of Duty. Same people that are playing Call of Duty are also playing UFC.
Mm,
I can approve that message.
you approve of this?
Well,
Yes.
pretty much anyone who plays games has played a Call of Duty one because it's like the top.
Right,
selling
but I'm talking
franchise
about
of
the
all
kids that are
time.
always playing Call of Duty. Like we're not. Like I own it. I know Kimmel owns it. I know Sandy's played them.
I know I own
You've
them.
played them.
you own them?
I own most of them.
Oh, really?
There is that gamer that Madden, Call of Duty, UFC.
The bro
casual-
game.
Yeah.
That's-
bro
yeah, the
gamer,
bro
the bro
gamers. Yeah,
gamer.
the Steve McCann gamers.
Oh god.
I don't think people know who Steve McCann is, but
We're trying to get him famous though.
Yeah, we're gonna make him famous. Hey, guess
the
what,
Facebook
guys?
gamers.
Hey, guys. TV in the basement moved out of his room.
Who? What?
Steve in his basement. The TV's moved out of his room into
Oh.
the open area,
Well,
his
that's the home
stairs-
decoration porn.
and the
home
stairs are
decoration.
carpeted. It's crazy over there.
Now, if
But
only you
no
had a
rug
room.
to tie the room.
It's
together.
true. There is no rug to tie the room
All
together.
right, what else is on the list?
All right, and also new Super Mario Brothers 2 got announced for the Nintendo DS.
Oh, the 3DS.
Really?
3DS.
Are you
They're making
serious?
another one?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck yeah,
Scrolling
baby.
With Raccoon Tail.
Is it gonna have Luigi?
Yes, they have hinted that Luigi will show up in some form.
Did they give a projected date for that?
What about Yoshi?
This fall.
Fucking
Really?
Yoshi's gay.
Yeah, this fall.
Dude,
that's
you're
pretty-
fucking gay.
Are they?
Yoshi
You think they're
sucks.
doing that just to like, cause like something good's gonna come out on Vita? Then
No, I mean
that's awful
It's
quick,
a-
isn't it?
it's a side scroller though, so they can pump that out quicker. But I mean, it's a different team than the one that did the
3DS Land.
3DS Land. So like, it's been a while since we had new Super Mario Brothers, the first one on the DS. So it's about time.
Did
for
you ever
them to
play the
release it.
Yoshi game on Super Nintendo? That game is awful.
That was like the
Yoshi's
worst
Island?
Flips eggs and carries around like little babies or something. I
Yoshi's
think.
Yeah, that was a
Island?
bad game.
Terrible.
with Birdo?
Terrible.
Did you say Yoshi's Dreamland?
No, Yoshi's Island.
Oh, I was gonna say that's Kirby's Dreamland.
So
yeah.
there you go. Yoshi, not
Yoshi's
that
Island.
great.
No.
I like those Yoshi.
What's the
games.
word on the street?
No,
though?
those
Is it
Yoshi
gonna be
games are
good?
bad. He's good in the Mario universe once you take him out and put him in his own game.
The only
Baby Mario?
I only find Yoshi cool when you go to that Yoshi world in the Super Mario on the SNES with all the different colored Yoshis. You guys
Oh,
never
yeah.
played that game?
Oh yeah.
No, I never
Star
played it.
Road,
Yeah, whatever it is.
where you go to
No.
unlock them, or where they're just all hanging out.
Where you can unlock them to ride on them and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
There's like a red one and
yeah.
all
It's
kinds.
Star Road, and you got to go to each star, and each star holds a different colored Yoshi.
Yep, it's hot.
It's awesome.
Todd.
You're
It's
gonna
awesome.
ask them though about
It's cool because each colored Yoshi has a different power. Like the blue one, you grab a shell, and the blue one flies no matter what. Like the orange one does some weird pound thing. The red one will breathe fire no matter what kind of shell you grab. You know, as we're like green Yoshi, like you need to grab the certain type of shell for him to do that certain type of thing. It's cool. Sorry, I know.
So was the feelings like everyone's super excited for
yeah,
it?
yeah. The Twitter kind of lit
Hell
up a
yeah, I'm
little
super
bit when
excited
that
for it.
happened. So
Hmm.
the Twitterverse.
So wait. So what I'm getting from what you've said is it's a follow up to the one that was on the DS, not the one they just released for the 3D.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the 3D one was a successor to the Super Mario World type design on the N64. What world was it? World? I forget.
I don't know.
No way. Yeah, I guess
What-
it is.
Yeah, and then like this one, yeah, it's a sequel to New Super Mario Brothers.
This one's gonna be a side scroller.
Yes.
Cool.
You were gonna say something though, Kimmel?
There's an
No.
Avengers
Question.
trailer on TV, and I just wanted to say,
Oh yeah. You were gonna ask that. What if the word's good? And yes, everyone's excited.
Yeah,
Especially because
because I played the other one on the older DS.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Now that one's sweet, man.
You like it?
Yeah.
I suck at them.
I only like
not
the
gonna
first
lie.
world. Really, those are my favorite levels in the first world. Just
Yeah.
like
it's Tim Thomas.
those play better.
I
I feel
might-
the same
Sorry.
about Sonic 2 a lot of the time. Like
Really?
Green Hill Zone.
I might go back and play it.
Yeah, the beginning of Sonic is good.
Yeah.
As it gets later, it's still good, but like I could never really beat some of the levels I'd stay on for so long that
Well,
like
it's more. You got all the speed from Sonic in the original first zone.
yeah.
like,
After that,
there's
a
much
lot
more
of the
speed.
speed kind of
Yeah,
You
and
weren't as fast 'cause you're doing
platforming
more
is not
stuff.
Sonic's strong suit.
No.
His speed is his strong suit.
So is that it on the list?
No, and then Charlie saw
American Reunion. That'll probably be like 2 seconds because it was just whatever. But go ahead. Where do you want to start?
We're
Korra.
starting with Legend of Korra, which me and Kimball watched.
All right.
Did
well,
you watch it
It's a good
Saturday?
thing the Bruins game's on because I'm gonna watch that. Let me know when you guys are done talking about Legend of Korra.
That's very nice of you. Yeah, I watched it Saturday at 11.
I forgot. I found it online. Thank God.
Oh yeah.
It's not. I tried to look for it on
Thank
on
God.
demand.
Yeah,
On demand. They have it listed as Legend of Korra, but it's just like the
the
trailer.
first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they only got one thing on there.
Well, yeah, it just happened yesterday, so usually they don't.
Yeah,
have
but they
them
don't
on.
even have the double part one.
Yeah, well, they had the first part was on there.
Yeah, but they don't have the second half to it.
No, they don't. They always have Young Justice on demand, which
Really?
is nice. Yep.
Oh.
Which was good when I couldn't see it Friday nights and I could just watch it Saturday morning. The classic.
So what do you
Saturday
think of the
morning.
Legend of Korra?
I thought it was pretty good episode. Pretty
Yeah.
action packed.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Really good. I think it's such a good series.
Yeah, like they nail like the characters and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Korra's a fun, energetic type person. Just
I thought it was interesting though that she didn't go back. What's the guy with the arrow on his head?
arrow on his.
Yeah, he didn't show up till the end of it. He was
Oh,
like,
Tenzin.
Yeah,
the
he's
guy
training her.
voiced by J.K. Simmons. Yeah,
Yeah.
her master.
I thought it was weird that
Wait a minute. Did I just hear J.K. Simmons is in the show?
Yeah, I told you this.
Man.
I just thought it was interesting that she didn't go back there until like the end of the episode.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time with it, and that they can go on side adventures, and it's all in this one city, as opposed to the other show that was always like traveling different places. This one, but like the city is so big and expansive,
Yeah,
and they showed a map of it, and it looks almost like New York City.
it does almost look
Yeah,
like New York.
which is funny.
I think I love the Triads hot rods.
Oh yeah, their cars.
The
yeah.
thing was sweet.
Yeah, they have awesome cars, and then there's the Equalists who want to get rid of all the benders, and they have like their awesome motorcycles.
Yeah.
So that they have that huge chase sequence down the street, and like there's all the guys shooting like lightning because they have that like bending power, and they're just shooting lightning at everyone.
Yeah.
And they're on the motorcycles, and then she like tries to put up ground to like knock them off, and they just go off the jump.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked how when they actually did, when they ended up getting into the hand-to-hand fight, like they're just like so like smooth and stuff. How Korra really should be fighting,
Yeah.
but she's not at that point yet. And then like all they did was like the pressure point thing on her, and like her arm goes all numb.
Yeah, and then they can't bend anymore,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because in the original series, there was one character, I forget her name. I always forget her name. That could like do that, and then people couldn't bend anymore. So now like more people know that fighting style.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of connections to the original show?
No, there's like in the first episode there was a couple like winks and nods to the old one, but I mean in this episode they definitely just grounded it in this main story where they were looking for someone's brother. Like they're all on the same like firebending team. I mean not firebending team, pro bending team. And it's
Yeah.
like the sports thing where they like each try to push each other off the thing. So like Korra's with
What kind
this
of
guy
thing?
Mako.
It's a platform. It's like almost like to me, it feels like a sumo wrestling platform. And like on that, like when you get pushed outside of bounds, it's like a point you scored. This here is like the same thing, but you're above water and you get pushed back to 3 different areas, then you fall off.
And when you fall off, then
Like
you're out.
multi-tiered?
It's
Is
just
that what you're saying?
three like circles that you go back,
Oh.
but it's only
a
on 2.
raised platform like in water around.
It's only on 2 ends, so it's not like a full circle, but it's kind of like
Sweet. Let's do it. Let's do this after
wanna-
the
wanna
show.
do
We'll
this?
make one.
yeah.
We'll draw
do
one in the
this.
park.
We'll do it up.
I'll throw water bending at you too, and not
Yeah.
Throw rocks.
All right.
Yeah, that's earth bending. You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get some electricity and to shock you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then
What's
we'll
that
get some
fly
metal
swatter
benders
thing?
too.
No, I want to bump it up so I don't have to actually physically touch you. I'll just want to arc it over.
It's raining out too, so
Yeah, it might work out really well.
We're all gonna die.
So no, I think it's just a fantastic episode.
Yeah, and
I mean-
I like how everything is like shot. Like it's really well animated.
Yeah.
like, it's like, and like it's pretty intelligent the way it's done. It's almost like this particular episode was like a noir detective story where they're
Mhm.
just trying to find somebody.
I like how they went back to the guy who was like on the stand preaching
Yeah, in the
about.
previous episode.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they start roughing him up a bit, being like, "Hey, where's these equalists going?"
The map thing though, when they had to take like the different pamphlets and put them together, find out where it was.
yeah,
I don't know how like they hold it over like another map that's like so much scaled down compared to the map that they had.
yeah.
I didn't.
Well, you can sort of guess where certain spots are.
Yeah,
as to
I
how
don't
it
know.
looks.
I didn't think that was a great connection, but
Yeah, that's kind of a stupid way to have a secret meeting. Hey, on the back of these pamphlets, it's got the way of getting in.
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a great episode though.
Yeah, it continues to be pretty good.
It does. I
Like,
hope it. I
so
hope it.
you're excited for the show?
I am. I'm really bumming though. Like I like the 2-parter episodes. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
do an hour.
Yeah, it's 22 minutes with commercials.
cartoons?
With commercials. Sorry. So like they're over way too quick. A lot happens, but it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, another week.
Yeah, they really like. This was a jam-packed episode.
Yeah. I feel the same way with Young Justice though. Like they just finished their first season and like some of the episodes are so short and the self-contained ones work really good, but when it's like just like a build up to the next episode, it's like, oh, another week.
Yeah.
They should be at least 2 hours, 3 maybe.
I wish.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, 3 hours.
It's
every
like a
week
movie.
for like 22. Yeah, that's what I want. Avatar the movie.
Every week.
Yep.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, that would cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan every time.
Yeah, ouch. Don't bring up the bad things. But Legend of Korra has done pretty well in ratings. It did 4 million for the premiere.
Oh,
Wow,
really?
Didn't it get stuck on Nicktoons?
No, it's on Nickelodeon.
Oh, that's where I saw it on Nicktoons.
Yeah. So it's done it does better than Mad Men Weekly right now.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
That's sad.
What
That
does
is wicked sad. Legend of Korra.
does better than Mad Men?
Yeah. We're about even right now cuz ratings have been better.
Well, which is better, Danny?
Mad Men.
Yeah, Mad Men.
Only by a little, though, right?
Well,
It's more adult. That's the only thing. I
No,
think.
Legend of Korra is really adult.
It is. It is. I
It
would
is
say it
pretty
is,
adult,
but I would
yeah.
just say because it's animated.
yeah, I mean Mad Men is
I think you can make an argument that Legend of Korra is more adult.
I don't know if
Mad
you can
Men.
make that.
I don't think you can do that because nobody's banging people in Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
actually,
subtly,
people are
you-
banging.
you
People
can
are
tell.
banging, but it's in the past they did it.
Banging, yeah. They go back in
That's how
time
they
and
make
bang each
babies.
other.
No, I don't.
They
think
should make a
do
movie about that.
that. Going back
Time
in
bangers or something.
Time
like
bang-
that.
banging. Time and pregnators.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the update on Avatar.
Not bad. Good
Yeah.
update.
All right, and then into Witcher 2, which I played. So, Witcher 2 opens pretty slowly, I will say, because
That's what they. Oh, I heard you jump out like right in the middle of the game. Like they don't
you're
give you
pretty
much direction.
Sort of thrown into it initially, and it's a lot more action focused for the first things because you're like,
So, go ahead.
yeah. So it's a third person action game. So you got your swords, and it's set in like a fantasy.
You just answered my
area.
question. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna ask what how do you play the game? So it's in like the style of like Fable and like Dragon Age and stuff like that, but it's a lot more like it's a lot more intense like type thing, like intense RPG things where you have all these different like trees for traits and stuff, and then you can do alchemy and
I heard it's not easy to do though. It's not very fluid.
what the
Alchemy and the trees and stuff.
no actually the alchemy makes a lot of sense. It's actually pretty easy. You just find like so much stuff. You're constantly just picking up all these herbs throughout the thing. And then you go to the menu, you go right to it, and it tells you what you need, and you can look it up and just make some potion or something. But there's so many quests you can get once you get into the main game, and it's like feels so much wide open in the beginning of it.
Drinking my coffee.
I told you that was going to happen.
My coffee. Sorry. I put it back over
I
here.
told you that was going to happen.
It doesn't
right.
taste good anyways.
Yeah.
No.
Couldn't you taste it?
Mine has sugar. That
Yeah.
was the first time I tasted it. I didn't know.
All right. Sorry.
All right, yeah. So then the game starts out, and you're in this king's army, and you're sieging this place, and then you do a little bit of that, and then it cuts to this guy, and you're in a dungeon. He's asking you what happened during the siege, and then every time he asks like a question, you talk for a little bit, and then it's like, all right, so what happened here? And then instead of just telling a story what happened, you actually play out.
Oh, really?
each action
That's kind of
scenes.
neat.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of cool.
It
It's like
feels
a playable cutscene almost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It feels like Dragon Age 2 almost. Like
Does it play the same way as Dragon Age? Or whoa?
yeah. In that you have like some magic, so you can hit the Y button and it releases a different spell you can have. And there's so many different spells you can have. You can have like magic that like helps armor you against the guys, or like freezes spell, or you can shoot fire and stuff. And then you can upgrade all that stuff too, because it all has like trees with it too. And then you have like your heavy attack, and then you have your quick attack, and then you have like a parry move where you can just like block it and then hit them.
How's that all mapped out? Is it all the A and B buttons, or is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, A, X, Y, and then right
a lot
triggers.
of
block.
button mashing going on. Or?
No, because it's a lot more slow, like actual like sword fighting type.
So it's
fights.
more. What game was mapped A B with the attacks?
every game,
Yeah.
No,
every
a lot of them are
action
mapped
game.
like trigger and stuff.
every fighting game.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know many with triggers, but
What?
I don't know many
First-person
action RPGs
shooters.
with triggers.
Skyrim.
Skyrim's a first-person game. I said third-person RPG.
Oh, third person. Okay.
All right. So yeah, but like the combat's really slow. Like you gotta like sort of take your time and like deal with different guys, roll out of the way. B is dodge, so you can dodge like that. And then also you gotta time it in certain ways, and if you time it in certain spots, you do repose. I don't know.
Excuse me?
The French word.
You do a French word?
Repertoire.
Repos.
Repertoire?
The thing where you sort of block it. When you like block it, then you attack with them. And if you time it right, you can do that. and
counter?
get like a, yeah, it is. It's a counter, but they use a French word for it. But
is it how's switching weapons? Is that?
no, you're not really switching weapons too much. I mean, you can also with the right bumper, you can bring up like bombs you can throw and drop, or like you can set
But,
up traps.
I mean,
or, like,
if it's an
throw
RPG,
daggers.
you're not switching weapons ever.
You're not switching between weapons, but you can find different swords and use them. But like, there's up till now, there's no axes and stuff.
What are we looking at graphically?
It looks really nice, actually.
Yeah, I heard it looks really good.
I mean, it's on par with like the best like action games out there right now.
And
not action
animations,
games,
like
but-
walking movements, and like, is it all
Yeah.
fluid? It's all,
Yeah, it's all very fluid. It looks nice. I mean, especially when you're like swinging swords, and also when you like start using your quick attacks and stuff, and you're just like sort of like slicing through people, and you can sort of just like
I heard there's two different swords, like one for normal people, a steel sword, and then there's a silver sword for like aliens.
well, not
aliens.
aliens, but like monsters and
Yeah,
stuff. 'Cause
monsters.
Well, you can use any sword on any creature, but I mean, if you use the silver sword on guys,
It doesn't do as much
it
damage.
does more damage. The silver sword on the guys, because your play is this character, the Witcher, who's like this sort of mutant type guy, and he's like looked down upon everyone. Like in this world,
He's
there's
like
the human.
Spawn.
No, he's not like Spawn, because Spawn was like a demon who was like seeking revenge and stuff.
But he was like a good guy, kind of. But he was looked down on.
Yeah, but like you're like this ancient race of pretty much like monster hunter guys who like no one respects anymore, and like
Sweet.
they're all afraid of you and stuff. And then like also in this world, like there are elves, but they're like always living in slums and stuff, and they're looked down upon.
Kinda
And then
like
the dwarves are
Darksiders.
looked down upon. Darksiders.
You're looked down upon a little bit in Darksiders, but you're doing good.
You're looked down on in Darksiders because you inadvertently caused the apocalypse to happen early, so that's why everyone's mad at you.
Okay.
And
I could see people getting mad at you.
yeah, well, it wasn't his fault. All right, he didn't
it
mean
was
to
an
do it.
accident.
Someone
It
broke.
was an
the-
I didn't mean for
no,
this to
someone
happen.
broke the seal first. All right, and the angels poured through, and they wanted to get a jump on defeating the demons and stuff.
How
in
it always
Darksiders.
starts. Someone breaks
Yeah.
the seal.
It's just such a common thing.
You never want to break the seal.
But it doesn't matter why he's looked at. He's looked down upon, and yet he does good things.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
How many hours have you played?
3
One.
or 4, and like the first
Oh.
2 hours is all like that big, like almost prologue type thing, and then you get into a main city where there's all these different quests you
No.
can do.
I heard that you have to go and read the journal a lot to find out who the people are Have you found this? You doing this yet?
Who? What people are?
Yeah, which
What-
people? Like for certain quests?
Yeah.
Like things? Yeah, I mean, you can pick a certain quest.
Because I'm not a big fan of journal reading. And
No, you can
and to
pick
be
your
honest
main
with you,
quest.
I can't
and
do
then
the
it,
journal reading.
I don't like it at
Yeah,
all.
you don't have to read your journal. I haven't really read
See, but you
journal
I-
entries at all. You can just you mark it as your main quest, and then it's got the spot on your map, and it'll just tell you where to go. So you can
like
just
Mass
do
Effect.
whatever quest you want. Yeah, I guess Mass Effect. I don't know. I haven't played the new ones, so
The only journal worth reading is like
the Codex
in
Mass Effect.
Skyrim.
Hell yeah.
There's one like the lusty. What's that lizard race? In Skyrim.
Argonians.
Yeah, the lusty Argonian maid or something.
Yeah. and
You
it's
find
like
that book in Skyrim. Read it.
That's
Yeah.
the only
Well,
book
the-
worth reading.
There are books you can read
What?
in this world.
It's funny.
too.
It's funny.
She's a lusty Argonian maid. I mean, no,
Sounds like it's gonna be sexual.
It is sexual.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean you can read books in this world and stuff, and they're there. This is actually based on like a bunch of books by this Polish author who writes.
Well, I didn't
fanfic
really
stuff.
mean so much
it-
books that you find. It's just that like the quest makes you have to go back to talk to someone and
Yeah, but you can like mark it on your map, and then you just follow
Yeah,
your map.
you never
and it
have to
takes you the
like
guy.
when it comes to like doing quests in any kind of RPG. It's just like okay, here it is, mark it and go do it. Like
I heard the
it's
quest.
never like I have to read a bunch of things. No.
I heard the quest though fit very much into the main story. Like you don't feel like you're just going on fetch quests.
Well, there are a couple ones that I just picked up. They're on like this bulletin board. You walk up to the bulletin board and you can pick this, and one's like kill a bunch of trolls outside of town, and you can do
Yeah,
that.
With Skyrim, we could pick up things like a bulletin board. Is it Skyrim that I was thinking of? Is it Dragon Age maybe?
Dragon Age does that.
Yeah, Dragon Age
Yeah.
does that.
You go to the bulletin board. It's like, hey, do this, and you're like, okay.
In Skyrim, if you talk to a lot of the bar keeps, they'll give
Oh
you,
yeah,
missions
yeah.
like that.
You're right.
But what is this game open world? I missed.
Yeah, it's
whether
true.
Well, I'm pretty sure
it's fairly open.
it's fairly open in terms like it's not completely go anywhere, do
I
whatever
like how
you
you
want.
choose his
but,
words
like,
for him.
the city that the first city you start in is very linear. You're going after this like king's
Yeah, I understand the beginning
that's
of
are
the game.
rebelling and stuff, and then you get into this main city, and you got the main city where you can pick up quests, and then you can go sort of outside the city and do some other quests. But I mean, it's on a path when you're outside, like in the area. But I mean, there are all these side quests you could pick
It's
up. and
almost
stuff.
like it's
But-
like Dragon Age kind of style.
yeah.
like,
It's
Yeah,
very
and-
much
and-
like Dragon Age.
And
if
my
you played
question is
that
like
before.
when you
KOTOR and all that.
Yeah, all that nonsense, Neverwinter Nights.
going from like one city to the other, is there loading screens?
How's the load times?
The load times actually haven't been that bad. I hear they get better if you save it on your hard drive.
A lot of them.
I hear
Not
this
a lot
game's
of-
just better in general. If you
Yeah. I mean, in
Is
most
there-
games it's better.
Is there a load like every time you go in a building?
Yes, but they're usually like 3 seconds or
Oh, that's
something
not
on
bad.
different ones. But then if you go in like different parts outside the city, like you go outside the city, it's a longer load screen. But they do have a lot of like random load screens that just happen like during like cutscene type things almost.
Really?
They're quick. Like it takes you to one way cutscene, and then it loads, and then it's a cutscene, and then you're back in the action. But it's on 2 discs too. It came
That's
in 2
not too
discs, So
bad.
it's a big game. So I think it opens up more as you get further into it. But right now I'm just in this Flotsam city, and I'm just doing like sort of quests and like,
Now,
messing around.
now I heard again that you can't use potions during battles. Have this bitten you in the ass at all?
No, not really. I mean, there are certain times where I've gotten really low on health, and I've sort of had to like back away and just not go after it. But I'm playing on easy too. But I mean, it is easy to die if you get really
Whoa,
careless.
you're playing on easy.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you not
Because-
play on medium?
Why would I want to play on it? Why would I want to have trouble doing it? I just want to get in the world and play it. Like, it's an RPG. I don't
You
care
want a
about
challenge?
the action.
Yeah,
no,
but
I don't care about.
I mean, how
challenge.
long is the game?
I assume it's pretty long. It feels long.
I mean, he wants to get as much content as
yeah.
No.
Like if
No.
I
he doesn't want to get bogged down
he
on
usually
one
plays
guy
every
just
game
killing.
4 to 8 hours,
yeah, if I want to
and
like
he needs
be
to get as much as he
challenged-
can in 4 to 8 hours.
I mean,
And
I've
even
died
on
a couple
easy, the
times.
battles are still a little tough for him. So
It's true.
they
Yeah,
had like a
that's-
super easy, maybe.
that's
Yeah,
because
but how
I-
are you gonna get better, Danny?
I don't. It's an RPG. The goal is not to get better. The goal is just.
But it doesn't
experience
get
the world
you,
and really
even though
yourself.
it's an RPG, it doesn't get you better at just RPGs. It'll get you better at video games in
It's
general.
true.
Why do The goal is, why do you play video games? Just so you can be better than other people? There's always
Yes.
someone better than
Danny,
you. Who cares
when I
about
build
that?
my online team of expert gamers,
right, you
you're
can
not
play,
gonna be
you can
on it
play
'cause you
Ninja
don't-
Gaiden. You can have fun.
I'm not
chopping
playing
off
it
your
to be
balls
better
or
than
whatever.
somebody else. I'm playing it to be better at the game, so like I can
Yeah,
there's a little more challenge.
No, if you're being challenged, what difference does it make? And it's not about the challenge for me. It's about
the
experiencing a story
But
in the
there's
world.
some
That's
games
what I
that
care
are
about.
the challenge.
Yeah,
man.
some
yeah,
games-
and this is not that game.
RPG
like action
games,
games like Devil May Cry and Ninja Gaiden, sure, I can understand like ratcheting up the difficulty and fighting a bunch of guys. But if you're gonna constantly keep dying, and the dying and doing load screens is what take you out of the game, why would you want to put yourself through these bunch of load screens that happen constantly and over again?
I agree with Danny.
If you play on medium, you eventually it'll just become so second nature to you that
No, it doesn't, because
it will
when,
be
when I
easy.
play games, I do stupid things. I run into areas and just mess around with a bunch of guys and make everyone go aggro at me. That's how I play games.
Danny likes to mess around with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, a bunch of dudes.
just a bunch
so-
of dudes messing around.
like the purpose of having it on easy is so you can do dumb things and just mess around with.
Yeah,
the
but I
world.
I do agree though, because like I was playing Reckoning on easy, and it just became not as much fun because I was just fucking wrecking.
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah, you gotta find the balance.
I
And
was
right
like, I
now-
wasn't even like, it was like a couple hits, they died, and like I wasn't even getting hit.
That's why you know what? That's why sliders are a brilliant thing.
what like
Or difficulty
sliders.
Yeah.
They don't have those in a lot.
I've never.
Those are mostly in sports games, really.
They're in a lot of things, just not RPGs.
Yeah,
I
which,
think RPGs are very lacking of them because they wouldn't need them in an RPG.
I
don't think
hardly ever see sliders anymore.
yeah, I haven't seen a slider.
I think
in
we play a
long
lot
time.
of RPGs too.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I play a lot of other games.
Okay.
Shadows didn't have sliders.
Racing games don't have sliders.
You guys ever see that TV show Sliders?
You
I
ever had
love
a slider?
I love sliders. Have you guys had White
burgers?
Castle? Yeah.
I haven't had the
I-
White Castle ones.
I-
it's
don't
just
like
my-
'em.
Doesn't what? Who doesn't like a mini burger?
I like the whole.
I'd rather
mini
have a whole burger myself.
You would?
honestly.
I would rather have. See, the thing I like say, like I take one mini burger and put ketchup on that one.
I feel like
the
I'm
next
getting-
one I put mustard on that one.
feel like
Next
I'm
one I
It's
put
just
bar.
weird.
Why is that
are you
weird?
doing
Why is that
Just put
weird?
it all in one, man.
I don't want to. Who wants fucking ketchup, mustard? It's all on one. It's just like it's all
Yeah.
jumbled
Oh,
together.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Nah. I want to have each one
Bunch of
individually.
You know what?
lettuce,
The thing with
tomatoes.
sliders is you're getting a lot more bun and probably less patty.
I agree with that. I agree, but if depending on where you get your sliders, if you have proper sliders, you get good amount of meat on. 'em.
Proper sliders.
Yeah, actually, I
White-
think on
White Ca-
sliders. No, I actually think on sliders, it's like the one place where you do get like proper meat and bun.
I mean, like,
Um,
if you buy the frozen White Castle sliders, that meat is way too small. But if you go to like actual White Castle, it is thicker. There is more meat on those.
Let's go
Where
to
do you
White
go to a
Castle.
White Castle?
Yeah, a White Castle
Jimbo
is,
brought 'em back from
but like
Jersey.
for the most part,
Oh.
White Castle is sliders.
That's what they're known for.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they make a regular burger there.
I don't know either.
The burgers.
They
are
are good
square,
though. I'll tell
I
you
know
something. The actual White Castle burgers.
So you recommend
never
the
even-
game though? Danny?
Yeah, if you're into RPGs, and
I
fancy
know it's only been
RPGs,
4
definitely
hours,
play
and
it.
maybe like there's more things that'll get you to like it or dislike it. But so far, 4 hours through Attic Podcast 7-star scale.
Oh, you can't rate it yet. I mean,
you got to at least
It's a
get close to
6.
going to the
I
second
guess-
That's
disc.
why I said 4
I
hours
guess
in.
I'm going with my usual 6. You know, it's a
6.
quality.
Just
RPG
stay with the
with
6.
quality
So
story.
Doesn't want to leave his safe zone.
So if we put the 7-star to a 5-star because you seem to like that better,
Alright.
is you giving it a 4?
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 5.
All right. Because some reason, if we go to 5 stars, his whole scale changes
It does
totally.
change because the 5-star is fail, poor, good, great, no.
legendary.
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 Yeah, whatever you want to call it. All right, so that's my adventures in the world of
Has Nikki played it at all?
No,
What's
he
the
hasn't
world
seen it
called?
play at all. I don't know. There's a bunch of different crazy fantasy
It's not
kingdoms
Earth
and
though.
kings getting assassinated.
But it's definitely got a good grip on you.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Cool stuff, bro. Cool stuff, bro.
Cool stuff.
Hey, all right. So moving on.
Yeah. What's up?
So I just wanted to ask a
Trials,
question.
too.
I don't know if you had heard anything. You asked something about the DS earlier. You said the word kingdoms. So I don't know if you heard anything about the new Kingdom of Hearts game at all.
It's coming out.
On DS?
Yeah.
I know, but I'm asking for a time frame. Like even if they've just
Fall.
said like fall, okay.
Fall. A lot going on this fall.
Or maybe it was summer. I don't remember.
Either way, it's coming out this year.
I played the first
Yeah.
one
Cool.
way
Did you?
back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't take you
What
for a
PlayStation one?
Yeah,
I
PlayStation.
didn't take you for a Squeenix fan.
I played Final Fantasy X as one of the best games.
Square Enix.
I actually played Final Fantasy X too.
You guys are all nuts.
10-2
No,
or
I
10.
I played 10 and 10 too.
God, that is just so bad.
I played some of 10-2, but I never beat it.
Yeah, either did I. I don't.
Never played a Final
I
Fantasy
beat
game.
10.
Me either.
You've never played a Final Fantasy game?
No.
Have you?
That is so. But no, I'm sorry though. Whoever's like in their marketing department needs to go, or whoever titles the games needs to go screw. That is awful.
What, you don't like Final Fantasy Duodecim?
What's
Okay,
the one? What's the
That's
one?
not bad, but
What's
it is
the-
a weird
two?
name. But it's
What's the-
Japanese. Like a
Like
weird name. I would
14's
expect
online?
it's 10-2 and 11-2. Like, or is it? What are we at now? 12-2, 13-2.
I don't know. What's the Final Fantasy one that's turn based?
They all are.
Final
They're-
Final
every
Fantasy
single
one
one.
through-
No, they have another weird name for Final Fantasy.
Except there's an online one. That's like 11, I think, is the online
yeah,
one.
it's like a hard drive you got to put in the back of the PlayStation 2. I never
Yeah.
got that one.
No one did.
But,
Yeah.
uh,
I
yeah,
had
I
a
don't
fr-
like
one.
that-
I had one friend did.
I
it.
hate when they do that. They just got to be like, this is Final Fantasy, like, do like Final Fantasy 12, The Reckoning, and then Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, they gotta
this.
do it. They gotta do it like
Pretty
Tom
sure
Clancy.
Reckoning.
Like use Final Fantasy as the Tom Clancy.
Yeah,
name,
yeah,
and just
yeah.
make a bunch of games in it.
Yeah.
Stop confusing everyone with the
Yeah.
numbering.
You can even have numbers, but stop putting 10-2, 10. Like, don't do that.
because it's a sequel to 13.
You can
as
call,
opposed to being
but just put a title
totally
under it. Be like Final Fantasy 10. Payback's a bitch, but
I think was the working title, actually.
It was a code
I mean,
name
not
for
literally, but like just do something like that. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was just a
Final
little-
Fantasy X-2. 3 whores
That
and
was just a little
skimpy
Kingdom Hearts
outfits.
question I had. All right, so what do you want to do next? Kimball?
Final Fantasy
Trials,
2
we're talking
and
about
the
Trials.
Chocobos.
it. Who here?
Legend of the
Chocobo.
Chocobo.
I
I'm
like
gonna
the
choke a bow
chocobos.
in about 2 seconds.
You're gonna chocobo?
All right. Yep. So did you buy Trials?
I bought Trials.
Yeah. How much is it?
I think it was. Jeez. I don't know.
Eight- doesn't know.
I think it was
800.
800.
This guy just
Oh,
shells
yeah.
out money. Didn't you
I
hear
did.
the intro?
I
Just spends money.
don't know. I bought 6,000 points since I just did it.
Kimball, you want to buy my game?
What game?
I don't know. I'm working on
Are
it.
you on
Give me-
Kickstarter?
Give me
Are
some
you on
money. I'm
Kickstarter?
kickstarting.
Did you give money to Wasteland too?
Oh yeah.
You did?
50.
50?
Yeah.
What do you get for 50?
I get a cloth map, the box copy of the game.
Oh
And
my
then
god! I hope you guys just get burned, like really, really.
No, I didn't give
bad
money to
on one of
Wasteland. I
these.
would not give
I gave money to
Wasteland.
Shadowrun too.
Shadowrun?
Yeah.
Oh.
PC game.
I hope you just get burned. Like then they scrap the project and be like, "Oh, it had too many bugs. We're not going to do it," and they just keep all your money.
They can do
They
that.
can't- no, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
What they?
You
How?
probably signed some
How do you make
disclaimer
that?
or something
if
before
I
you send.
don't get what I'm entitled to, what I gave to, and what they advertised, you would get money back.
Did you agree to
No, I
fine
don't
print?
think you will.
Yeah, you can't be, dude. They can't just take money for nothing.
No, they can take your
Why
money
can't
and
they?
they have to attempt making the game. If something happens to the game process, you're out of your money.
Really?
Yeah,
Where'd you read that?
it's
Just
on there.
fact.
It's the same. It's the same. Really? So like, if
You're
I
you're
gave
at
money-
risk. Like if they don't make the game, you're getting your money back. If they don't reach that money, you're getting it back.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not. It's not a con. You're not signing a contract.
Yeah, you pretty much are. They are advertising they're going to give you this if you give this amount of money.
Yeah, but then you would have to like sue
That's
them.
false advertising.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to sue 'em for small claims for $50. Who's gonna do that?
People are going to do that because if 3,000 people,
No
gave
one's gonna
money
do
to
that,
it-
you asshole.
3,000
Then you have to
people,
go
yeah,
to
they
pay
are.
like $300 in court fees.
Yeah, but
No,
so then all of you
3,000
would have
people
to
are gonna
get
come
together
together.
as a group to do this.
No, because the Kickstarter company wouldn't tell them they have to give.
I
the money
don't
back.
think so.
Yes,
Is
they
it-
do. They have to give money to Kickstarter anyways.
All right.
Yeah,
when
they
they
get
do
their
it.
money no matter what. So I don't see why.
Let me ask you, when
They
you-
required to give you what you paid for.
Because if that Kickstarter would, because if that happened, nobody would ever use Kickstarter again.
ever.
Yeah, but
For
I don't think
anything.
there's been a lot of
people
failed
would
projects.
people would
so.
immediately jump up. They'd be like, "Well, fuck that! I'm not
Wait,
going."
What are you saying?
I don't think there's been a lot of that have reached their goal
Yeah.
and have not completed their goal.
Yeah, I don't think there's any because if you give
I'm
them
sure
enough
it
money to do
I'm
it,
sure there has to be one that hasn't done it.
yeah, and I'm
and
sure
if there
they,
had, then that would. But if
Then they
it
had to give
has,
the
that
money
would
back or
have. That
something.
Yeah,
would
but
have
I don't
been
understand. So all right. So how much? So What's the game we were talking about?
Well, I don't know which one. Well, it doesn't matter.
Wasteland.
Whatever. So Wasteland got almost $3 million, right?
Yeah.
So they go into development. They start to make it. Shit happens. So they end up not coming out with the game. Where the fuck are they gonna come up with $3 million to give back to all the backers?
The money that they got. I mean,
How are they gonna
They
get?
already
They
spent
spent it
they're going
while
bankrupt.
making the
they're going
game.
bankrupt.
So
and
they go
they're-
bankrupt. So
they're
you're not
losing
gonna.
money.
How are you gonna get your money back?
Because they have to pay.
How
to
how
the
are you
people
getting
who
your
can't
do
money
it.
back? They spent the $3
The
million.
government's gonna do something.
The
and so they-
government.
yes.
The government.
The government.
This is
protects
not like an
businesses.
FDI insured fucking
It's just like when you
Kickstarter.
sue someone. You
No.
can't sue someone who has no money.
Right.
You
If
won't
you
get
buy
any-
something and you don't get what you paid for,
I don't
you get
think
money
it would
back.
be like no, because
But you're not actually buying something. You're backing it.
It's
But
like
I
an
think it's a
investment. It's like
technicality.
an investment. If you
It is.
invest
It's
in
an-
something,
it
no,
is-
but if
it's an investment.
you're entitled to. There's
if the stocks go bad, then you don't get
That's
shit.
different,
true.
though.
You
No,
don't get your money
yes, you
back.
do. You still get the money you invested in the company. You just lose value on what you bought, but you still own what you bought in stocks.
But you don't own
Yeah,
a
but
part
what
of
are the
this company.
stocks worth?
Yeah,
If
I
the
know I
stocks
don't-
are worth negative amount or something.
That's a
stocks,
bad-
stocks can't be worth
Well,
negative
whatever,
amount.
zero or worth nothing.
No, stocks can never be worth zero.
I don't know.
That's
I
a
wouldn't.
Well,
bad-
buy-
actually,
that's a
yes,
bad-
they
that's
can.
a
I wouldn't
bad-
buy
no,
THQ
wait, wait, wait,
stocks.
wait.
I would.
That's
THQ
a bad
is good.
like what do you call it? I don't know that doesn't work
Analogy?
because stocks it changes like the money changes.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
you
But-
put in
but
your stocks
the
worth
fact
$50
that
a
the
piece,
shares-
and then it could be worth $1 a piece. You lose money. Like is where you put $50 into Kickstarter. That money is not gonna. The money you put in isn't gonna change. To be like, oh, now it's only worth the $50 you put in. Now only worth $3. It's not gonna change. The $50 you put in is still worth $50 to the company.
I just don't see like who's gonna give the $3 million Kickstarter.
No, they'll have to release something that barely even works. They can do that. They never said it was going to work, but they have to release something because they told you they were going to give you this. For
I
the
just
money you
don't see it.
bought.
Like I mean, $3 million's a lot, but it's not a lot in game development world.
No.
I'm not saying specifically that one, but I'm just saying in general. I think there has to be all the amount of projects that are going on Kickstarter. There's not all of them that have.
Well, I have to look at it. No, but I mean, if it doesn't reach the amount, I mean, normally on Kickstarter,
Yeah, if it
it's
doesn't
like,
reach the
we're
amount.
making this certain thing and we can't make more of these, but if you want more of these, give money now and we'll give you this.
Yeah. I mean that I understand.
Like
but
there's comic books on there all the time. It's like, hey, help me make my own comic book. If you pledge this much money, you get a PDF of it. Blah, blah, blah.
I just don't see like for something with a huge amount of money though.
I don't see something from the current studios that have said they're making games. These aren't studios that have never not made a game before.
Do you have to sign do you have to agree to something before you pay, like some kind of huge list of fine print? Because I'm
No,
sure it
there's
says
no
in
fine
the-
print.
you just
It's just like you can go through Amazon.
there's no
just
contract,
back
there's no
this.
agreement in terms or anything like that.
I'm sure there's terms, but there's no terms you have to agree to when you give money.
Oh, really?
But I
I just
Not
think
when you give the money. Wait a minute. But what about? Do you have it? So you have an account on the website?
it's
yeah,
through
you have
Amazon.
a Kickstarter account, and you can do it through Amazon.
Okay, yeah. When you, it's probably there.
I mean,
I'm sure it
Kickstarter
will
is owned
say
by
in there
Amazon.
what happens in this. In
Yeah,
this said
when you signed,
situation.
when you made an account at Kickstarter, that
I
you
don't-
probably agreed
Alright,
to some
alright.
kind of terms.
Yeah,
so
Forget
it's where it's set
Kickstarter
up.
We'll move along.
and all this. We'll talk about that later.
Trials.
or
So have
whatever.
anyone here played Trials? Have any? You
No.
guys just at PAX?
Just at PAX.
I watched you.
Well,
play.
Evolution, but
Yeah.
I played the other one on
Well,
my.
I never played the first one, but I
Good.
should have bought it. but
Yeah,
I
it was
never
good,
did.
man.
It's probably cheap now.
I just asked, has anyone played it? And he's saying it's good.
The
The first
original
one.
one, yeah.
You played it?
The original one, yeah.
Oh,
own
did you
it.
like it?
I told you. I texted you and told you to get it.
Yeah,
Remember?
I never did.
Did you buy it?
No.
He never buys anything.
Would you just download the demo?
Yeah, it was good though.
Oh. So I actually bought the Trials on my iPad too, but I think it's a different company.
No, it's
Well,
somewhat
that
okay.
would be almost impossible.
No, probably. Well, it could be a different developer, but I doubt that.
All right,
It's definitely the same
well,
company
it plays
publishing.
totally different. Then.
Yeah, the publisher would
Of
have to be
course.
the same because you wouldn't be able to take the same name and make the same.
Not necessarily, because Mass Effect 1 is published by Microsoft, and Mass Effect 2 is EA.
They were,
That's different games too. So
and that's a different situation. The rights to the game were already bought.
I don't know,
Microsoft
whatever.
didn't have the
So
rights.
Trials
They just
Evolution,
published.
it's good. It's not bad. The only thing I don't like about
But
it,
Ubisoft owns the guys who make Trials.
they do. I know. The only thing that
Assassin's Creed. Nice.
that bothered me though is like on my iPad, like if how you can lean forward or back.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh,
on the bike.
on the bike.
Yes.
Yes, I thought you meant the iPad.
No, on the bike.
Can you do that with the iPad?
There's actually buttons on the screen.
But does it have gyroscope?
No,
Oh,
It's
that
the button.
Seems like a wasted opportunity.
the buttons are nice though.
There's buttons.
Yeah, there's there's like fake buttons, on the screen.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus, Danny.
Well, I
Just
don't-
stop even catering to him. Just like I can understand it, so talk to me.
So there's like fake buttons on there to lean forward and back. And the thing on the iPad game, like say I go too far back, well I can hit forward and it will eventually tip me all the way back forward. When I played it on the Xbox, it didn't seem like it would tip me enough. Like once I go too far back, you fucked. Like there's unless you're like too far back as you're landing on the jump you can either go all the way around, which
Well, that's dependent on your how much momentum you have.
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah, the whole thing's
No.
based on momentum and gravity.
No, not really.
Yeah, not really. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Get upset. No,
Some-
because you can. If you're just sitting on it, you can lean all the way back and flip it.
Yeah,
Once you're in the air,
Exactly.
You're,
Yeah, the momentum is pulling you all the way back.
you're not moving anywhere.
Once you're in the air, you're free to do whatever.
No,
movement you
momentum
want.
is pushing you in certain directions.
Forward.
So if
Actually,
you push
no
it forward,
momentum is
you
your
can't push it
body
back
is
the other
pulling
way.
it backwards.
Your body is pushing the momentum. It's the same thing if you're on
pushing
an
the
actual dirt bike, you can pull it back and do a flip on a
All
dirt
right.
bike.
All right.
You can
Let's
do a
get
flip.
into
but
some theories. An
know.
object in motion stays.
No,
in
no,
motion.
I'm just saying it's
Unless
hard.
acted upon by another.
It's hard. It's hard to recover that from going too far back or forward. It's hard to recover that on the Xbox. The thing, like I feel the jumps, like
oh, okay. I see. You can't recover as quickly. Like
no, it's
You're not as good as what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying the controls are different.
Okay.
Isn't it's a lot? It seems quicker on
It's
my-
more forgiving probably on the iPad.
It is a lot more forgiving.
You know why though? Because the iPad, you're actually directly touching the iPad. Is where on the Xbox it's a wireless controller, so there is always going to be that lag
I don't.
between controller and
I don't
system.
think that's it. Cause
No, that is.
You could have a wired controller on the Xbox. Though.
Yeah, I
It'd
mean,
probably
I
be the
have
same
one.
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be that big of a difference.
Try it. Let me know.
All right, and then for a lot of times, like I did quite a few races. I did quite a few races, and I forget where I was going. I did quite a few races, and like the most of it is just
He did quite a few races,
I did quite
guys.
a few. I did quite a few.
How many?
A few. And most of them have to do with just like getting to the end the quickest. Like I did a few flips here and there, but it's like there's no benefit to doing the flips because once you start, like when you go 3/4 around, you guy starts to crank going fast, and then he's hard to recover, pull him back out of it to land flat.
So he's going faster, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like
the further you go down the track.
No,
the
like
speed
after you go up,
increases.
you're up in the air and you start to do a backflip. Like
Yeah.
once you get hit 3/4 of doing the backflip, he just starts to fucking crank doing backflips, and he's hard to,
Oh.
and it takes a long time to pull back out of doing the backflips.
to like balance it.
Yeah,
mean?
so you land flat
Oh.
or on, so you land without fucking wrecking.
So like you were saying, what's the point of doing tricks like that?
I don't see a point to doing the tricks. The only point to doing the tricks is just once you get good enough, you get bored of just going through it.
So you don't get like points or.
I didn't
bonus
see
for that
anything
at all?
changing for points. Not at least in the mode that I was playing. I've only played just the career mode.
Oh, all right.
There may be benefits in a different mode, but I like it though. It's fun. It's gonna take me a while to get used to it because I played a shit ton on the iPad one. So
Oh, so it's difficult going back
yeah.
from different platforms.
yeah, so it's gonna take me a little while to get used to it.
Yeah.
I ended up switching, like, 'cause you can use the trigger underneath as gas, and the other trigger is brake, or you can use A and X, which I like the A and X because I feel it's quicker, because I'm used to racing games with that.
And then you use the thumbsticks to like balance it out.
There's
once
only
in the air,
one,
right?
your left thumbstick
yeah.
just forward and back, or you can use
Yeah.
the D-pad forward and back.
And you wouldn't use
Oh,
the
that
D-pad.
D-pad's awful.
Yeah, I didn't.
Unless you have the new one. New
I-
T-pad's not
I
too
thought
bad.
about it. I was like, no, let's use the analog
Is it on
stick.
PlayStation?
I don't know.
The
We'll probably use
first
some
one
six
is-
axis in that game.
Oh god, that would be
yeah.
awful, because that's so slow, anyways.
I hate 6 axis.
But it's fun.
You
It has
hate
cool.
sex?
It has wicked cool backgrounds. There's some bike customization. You can customize your character.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Can you you can customize your character?
Yeah,
Can I
you
give
can
him like a mustache?
I don't
think
know.
you wear a helmet,
Yeah,
right?
you wear a helmet, or you wear like a bandana.
Can I
or
have long
anything.
hair hanging out from my helmet?
I don't know.
Can you be a chick?
You have to buy them, and like they don't show you what you can get with the points. So you have to unlock them before they even show you what they are.
So there might be like an orangutan.
There could be.
unlockable.
Like they could be. I'm saving up some money right now.
So get this game. There might be an orangutan in
There's
it.
like 4 different bikes you can pick from too, and I
can't
only got
believe-
one.
Orangutans. That's your selling point.
That'd be great though. A freaking orangutan with the fucking arms just
Yeah,
hanging.
just hanging around.
That'd be
Maybe pop a
awesome.
banana in. Like
Maybe a sloth too.
no.
No, you gone too far.
Why-
That's just ludicrous.
Why would you want to be a slow animal?
Sloths are very similar to orangutans,
Mm.
except they're not as smart.
Yeah, they're like the retarded cousin.
Yeah, they are actually.
So I don't know. It was fun though.
All right.
You're the sloth of this orangutan.
gonna get it,
podcast,
Charlie?
Danny?
Might
He's got to wait to get paid. 'cause he
yeah,
hasn't got
dude.
paid in
I'm
4
struggling
weeks.
here right now.
4 weeks, nope.
this is
He's
killing
working for
me.
free. It's like a
He's
slave.
doing overtime and everything.
I am. I'm basically working for free, and it's killing me slowly. Ever so
Lawyer up,
slowly.
dude.
Well, you should. I hope you get it because I would like to do some
You don't
multiplayer.
even have to
with you.
lawyer up the government.
Oh yeah,
will help you on
multiplayer
that.
should be good.
Yeah, the thing they got in there too, because like you get they have like bronze, silver, gold for each race.
Like
Same
leaderboards.
Yes, there's leaderboards.
Yeah.
couch co-op.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do the multiplayer on
Cool.
split screen. I did it at PAX. I played 4-player split screen.
Sweeters.
It's I told you about, but I forget what I was gonna say now. Oh, they have the 3 different like scorings. I'm sorry.
Your brain farting.
I know. I know. Hey, they have the 4 different ratings, and like I just ended up when I got like bronze the first one because like I crashed and shit because the controls are so different for me.
Yeah.
And so you can redo it, and it shows like they don't actually show like a ghost you running through it. They just show you like your name where your guy would be as it goes through.
really?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, but then they like if you do wreck instead of restarting the whole track, which most times if you're going for gold, you can't wreck anyway, so you got to restart the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's checkpoints along the way, and you just hit B, and it does a quick quick back to where the checkpoint is.
Oh, that's
'Cause, like, if I
That's
wanted-
easier if
yeah.
it's like a long track.
Yeah, none of the tracks I've done have been super long. There's been one that's kind of long, but nothing that's like super long, I would say. But I don't know what else is in there.
All right.
It could get long.
Awesome.
It could.
All right, giggity giggity.
All right.
So Charlie can tell us about his lovely adventure in the American Pie, the 5th
Universe.
one.
Fourth one.
Are you counting all the
No, we're
Naked
not
Miles
counting
and
anything.
Beta
No,
House?
House
those don't
Bandcamp.
count.
Doesn't happen.
If
No.
it doesn't have Jim Briggs in it, it doesn't count.
What about
Eugene
Eugene
Levy.
Levy? Yeah, he's in
Eugene
all
Levy
of them.
He's in all of them.
Isn't he in all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
I like
awesome.
him though.
He was
is awesome.
great in this one. Fantastic
Is
in this
he?
one.
He's fantastic in all of them.
Actually, him and Stifler's mom have some wild adventures. in
Oh,
this.
really?
It is
She's back
funny
in
as
it?
Fuck. Yes. So basically, hey, we've grown apart over the years. Let's all
It's
get
grown-ups.
back together and relive our high school days.
Is Tara Reid in it?
But
Yeah,
yes,
everyone's in
oh
it.
my god, everyone is back.
How does she?
Is
How
the
does,
Shermanator in it?
the
The
Shermanator?
It's like a cameo.
Oh, really?
A lot of the people, the people that I say like I said, everyone's in it, and for the most part they are, but it's all like cameo stuff.
Give me the blow. Who's all the cameos? The Shermanator. Who else?
The Shermanator, the MILF guys, MILF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
MILF guys.
yeah.
But actually, I think the MILF guys is one of the best because it's the dude from Harold and Kumar,
Yeah.
Harold, and throughout the whole movie, he's by himself, like without the other MILF guy, and they even bring it up like, where's the other MILF guy? I don't see him anymore. And then like at the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it. Unless you
can
guys don't
Just
care.
spoil it. It's
Yeah.
on
Okay,
American Pie.
Stifler sleeps with Finch's mom just to get back.
Oh really?
Ah.
I liked Finch.
And she's hot, and
don't know who
like the
Finch
guy
is.
who played Harold, one of the MILF guy, is just sitting in the bleachers, kind of like watching, and then all of a sudden the other MILF guy like shows up the last second, so I stand up in the stands, start cheering MILF at the woman.
Oh really?
It was good. A lot of boobs, like a shit ton of boobs in this movie.
Is there a lot
It's
of
an
boobs?
R-rated comedy.
Is it just like random girls' boobs or girls
Is
like,
any junk?
from the others?
No junk. Was there junk? No junk.
That's
Sounds
the
like
new
my
thing,
kind of
man.
movie then.
A lot of boobs.
Are they just random boobs though, or are they like the characters from the other
No, it's not
None
a
of the
main
characters
character.
from the other movie.
Boobs.
Yeah,
But
it's
Come on.
Allison
it's
Hannigan.
actually
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I can
Come
hope.
on.
I can hope.
it's
How
none
I
of the main,
Met Your Mother. Whoa.
it's none of the main characters from the other movie, but it is a main character in this movie,
What was the one who did the strip tease?
and she shows a lot of boobs.
What's the one who did?
Who shows boobs?
Yeah, who is it?
Tells.
I don't know. She's a main character.
She's new.
She's no one. She's Jim's neighbor. Jim used to baby. Well, technically Jim's dad's neighbor. And
Oh,
Jim
so
used-
she's a new character?
yeah. Jim used to. I guess Jim technically used to babysit her when she was a kid, and now she's turning 18 and she tries to sleep with Jim the whole movie.
Now, I have an
I
important
want to
question
sleep
here.
with Jason Biggs.
Yes, Shannon Elizabeth is in it.
No, that wasn't the important question.
Oh.
Did anyone ejaculate into a pie? Not
No,
an American pie.
He must
just a
bang the pie again, though.
No.
Like,
There's no
like a-
banging
they
of the
didn't
pie?
bring that back.
How did they
But-
not bring that
But
back?
they
I feel like
talked.
they had
They
to do
they,
that.
they talked about it.
Oh, they talked about it.
Because Eugene Levy and Stifler's mom are getting drunk together,
Yeah.
and they're just reminiscing. Like they never really. This is the first time ever meeting, but it's like, oh, you're Stifler's mom, and it's like, oh, you're Jim's dad or whatever. And so basically, they're sitting there. Yeah, well, my son did this, and he goes, I got you. My son fucked a pie. And then like she was like, my son did like this. And they just kept going back and forth and doing weird stuff like that. So they did kind of bring it up.
So is this the end of American Pie?
It seems so.
Because they all die at the end.
Yeah, they all died.
Really?
Terrible plague. Really? Yeah, Danny.
I believe it,
It's
man.
this movie
if,
with
if
boobs.
if everyone died at the end, I would be overjoyed.
You would?
I would
Why?
be
You hate
happy.
you hate the
That'd
American
be
pies?
hilarious. No, it'd just be really
It would
funny.
be a
It would-
funny end.
It would be funny.
But
cabin,
yeah,
but hey.
it wasn't bad. Funny. You know, I get some laughs here and there. Actually, there's some really good laughs. Like I have
Hearty
to say, like
chuckles.
I was kind of. My girlfriend wasn't too happy with me.
Oh
You laugh
god.
loud.
No,
Whatever.
he's like, oh, look at the boobs.
So like it was because I laughed too loud. Fuck off, dude! I'm gonna punch you in the face. It was we was because we went out to dinner. I forget. It was when we were out to
That's
dinner
why.
before the movie.
So it's your
So-
own little problem that she was mad at you?
Yeah. So
Oh.
we were in the movie theater, and she's mad at me. But yeah, I still laughed at this movie. Like usually, if she's mad at me, like I'll be so distracted that I won't be able to pay attention to the movie. The
Why do
movie
you
still got
care
me
if
to
your
laugh.
girlfriend's mad at you?
Huh?
Why do you care if your
I
girlfriend's
Because they're
care.
not
at you?
tied by a baby.
I'm changed.
It's true.
It's true.
Plus, I actually care about my girlfriends, unlike you.
I care.
Wow. Did she? So did she?
That they
Getting
have sex
personal
with you.
now.
Yeah. Did your girlfriend
No.
like the movie? Though?
Listen, you can care, but you don't have to care about dumb things,
Which is a lot of things.
which is everything that a girl wants you to care about.
Did you? Did she like the movie though?
Yeah, it was actually her second time seeing it because she liked it
Oh wow.
the first
oh,
time.
God.
How did it do in the box office, Danny?
You saw it twice?
It did okay.
She did, not me.
It did okay.
Oh my god.
It didn't
Did
do very well.
did the Hunger Games beat it out?
Oh yeah, the Hunger
Listen to
Games
this.
always wins.
Listen, he saw.
Did it win again this
or
weekend?
whatever.
No, it
She
lost.
saw
Oh.
American Pie twice, but no one saw,
Saw
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh my God.
It's really that good.
Yes. Do I have to like get
Why?
on the street?
No, all
corners
right,
and
listen.
start
No,
prophetizing?
Kimball. Hold on, Danny Kimball. Like, this kid is ranting and raving
There's boobs
about,
in Cabin in the Woods.
about-
That's because it only made
about-
14 million.
hold
what is wrong
on.
with America?
about Cabin in the Woods. All right? Danny rant and raves about a shit he took in the morning that nobody else in the world cares about. Sandy, on the other hand, who was ranting and raving about it, shuts down everything. Like, he'll shit on, like, even the greatest movie ever made. Sandy will shit on it because he likes to shit on
And then I'll
things.
give it a good review.
And then I'll
But
give
he
it a good
loves
review.
Cabin in the Woods. All right, that is. Don't take
Yeah.
what he's saying into account because you can't go by him. But
I
if
don't know how
Sandy-
you can't go by me because I always
You got all sixes on
No,
the attic
And
podcast.
nobody
Yeah,
gets
six.
sixes. Like
Everything's
you
got a
think
six.
things are way better than they are.
No, you people used to rag on me because I don't like any movies.
Used
and
to.
now I'm liking movies, and you're like, no, stop liking
Because
these.
there's no happy medium.
Yeah, you gotta go back and forth,
See,
Danny.
this kid hates everything ever, and yet he loves it. So like, if Sandy loves it this much, to be like, he's acting like Danny about it. He's like, you gotta see it, you gotta see it.
You
That's
have
like what Danny
to see
does.
it.
Alright.
And
is.
if for Sandy to be doing that, that means it has to be a
I'll
good
try to-
movie. And I'm
I'll try to
taking
fit
it as
it
this is
in
a good
this week.
movie.
If
and
you've
I'm gonna
ever
watch it.
seen a horror movie before,
I've never seen one.
ever,
Never.
You need
Never
to see
before.
Cabin in
Never.
the Woods.
Never seen
No,
one.
never before.
I know. That's why you need to see Cabin in the
I've
Woods.
never seen one.
Well, then this will explain to you how they work.
If you've ever
Dude,
seen
wait,
a noir
Wait a
picture,
minute,
you
can you
need
say
to
that
see the Maltese
when we go to the
Falcon.
movie? We'll go together.
Oh, yeah,
And
see
when
if
they
I-
ask,
see if we
say,
can-
"Yeah, I've never seen a
Yeah,
horror
I've never
movie
seen
before."
horror. I'll say it. Yeah.
We'll get interviewed about it.
By the way, I saw something Joey Moriarty posted on your Facebook wall that you guys are in a PAX video or something.
Why are we just dropping?
Oh,
people's
did he
names?
really?
We're dropping like it's hot.
And I YouTubed
Did
it.
he
And you
find-
guys are in it for like literally 2 seconds. I don't know what they interviewed you.
Is it the Ubisoft one?
Yeah.
It's
Assassin's
the
Creed?
Assassin's Creed one, and all you guys do is go, "Yeah, Assassin's Creed." That's all they took from whatever you did.
Could you read our name badges?
No, you.
Yes, I told you it was
You
gonna
weren't
be cut
even
out.
on the screen for a second.
You could read it. I'm gonna have to YouTube it.
You guys should have held up Attic
Crazy.
Podcast.
We got on
guys.
We're on Ubisoft's. Well, I wonder what video you saw.
I YouTubed Assassin's Creed PAX reactions or something.
Oh, really?
I wonder if it's.
Because I don't think Ubisoft would use YouTube.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they would.
You think so?
Everybody uses YouTube.
Everybody, what are the? What are
What
they using?
video isn't?
Everything has their
Streamed
own
from
channel.
QuickTime. Using
YouTube.
QuickTime. Guys, using QuickTime.
That's true. Damn you,
QuickTime.
Flash.
Everybody uses it.
EA has their own
Yeah,
channel.
YouTube. Yeah, everyone has their
I'm
own
not saying channel.
But
like on their
no,
actual
but like,
webpage.
my
though.
question is,
Yeah,
I don't
why
know.
do
I
you
wonder.
want to host
No,
it when YouTube can do it for free? Huh? Am I right? Am I right?
my
That's
question is whether or not it was actually like Ubisoft's like true. I wonder if they have like a few of them where they actually have the interviews. I wonder if you went on Ubisoft's website, you could find the interviews
look
and
good
then just like
quality?
the PAX reactions.
It was. I mean, it was good quality. I saw
Was
that
it 'cause-
girl
was
you
it
guys were
someone's-
talking about.
Was
That
it
girl
someone's
pretty
cell phone?
No, it was the actual
Oh.
video that they.
Did you-
Did
did
you
you-
guys had a big camera in front of you? I'm assuming.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it was from
All
that.
right, I'm gonna have to look it up for them.
It wasn't
No,
a
but
film
he went
camera.
through YouTube, and I know like they do too. But like he searched like PAX reactions, or whatever. So he meant. But if you go into the Ubisoft website itself, will it have like?
Did you go there? Have you checked
No,
it?
because this is like an edited movie. So
Yeah, this was like a move. Like Ubisoft
marketing.
made this. I'm telling
All
you
right,
guys. Like
yeah, it's
at the
probably-
beginning, it was the girl. Hey guys, we're here at PAX. I'm from Ubisoft. Let's go check it out.
I'm French.
And then they went to the booth. And
I
like,
know. I'm questioning if they have like
Probably
individual
not.
interviews on it, and then that video as well.
Well, no,
you're
no,
not
no.
special.
No, you're
No,
not that
I'm
great.
not- I'm
they
not
didn't
saying-
like cut your interview.
No, I'm
and
not
put it to
saying
the
it because
side.
no, they said like, when they straight up filmed us, they said
so
they're only gonna
insightful.
take blips from it.
Oh, yeah.
You're so insightful, guys. We're putting the whole thing. out.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really say anything good.
No, I
Other
mean,
people probably
I'm
had
sure
better things to
everyone
say.
said the same thing. Because plus, too, they asked us about the guy who did the box cover art,
Alex Ross.
and like we didn't know who he is, but the guy.
You guys are awful.
Oh my god, it was. But
The guy
that was like
before
that
us
was a
knew who it
scripted
was.
promo. That was scripted.
Of course, it's scripted.
You
You
even
are a
told
tool
me
of-
she was like telling you what to do. She's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It was scripted. She basically was like, "Do this."
What
okay, now
promo
say
is
this.
not scripted? Like everything, the Game of Thrones promos are scripted.
I just wanted to say it sucked. I should have did it. I mean, like we
What are they gonna do?
already
But
cut.
then
Oh,
you
we're
wanted
not,
to get
yeah,
on
we'll
there.
use that.
We already cut the line. We already got to see it. No, I'm not gonna buy it, and then I'm gonna go get in the
Yeah,
pre-order
it's
line.
true. It's true. You should have done that. You should have cut the line, played it, looked happy the whole time, and then
Yeah.
it sucked, and then walk away.
No, I
And then
think it
when
would
it
have.
was.
It would have been more funny. We said it sucked, and we right after that we get out of that line and go right into the pre-order line for the game.
Because the pre-order line literally was,
It was
right
right-
in
yeah,
front
it
of
was
where they
right
were doing
next
the
to it.
interviews.
Yeah, just
You got a
it'd be
t-shirt
like a
too,
big
right?
fuck you to them. Like, listen, you can't use you. I'm not going to be a
You
tool
don't
for
own
you.
Me.
Yeah,
Dude, I went to work with my Assassin's Creed 3 shirt on, and everyone was like, "Set an Assassin's Creed 3 shirt, that's awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
They're probably picking on
that's
you.
probably why they're not paying you.
I don't get why would that be?
I'm changing my name to Subway though.
What?
What?
No one watches Community.
No, because this show's awful.
Dude,
you have no idea
go
what you're
home.
talking about.
What? You
That
don't
show's
even-
awesome.
I don't know. I watched 2 episodes. I was like, ah,
I think you watched probably
the 2 worst episodes.
of the season.
I think I got a few more I could check.
Plus,
out.
he didn't watch it. Like, there's like this season especially. You have to be connected with the characters.
Like Nick was saying, it's character based.
It's very character based,
I'm not gonna catch it. There's like 4 seasons.
especially this
It's
season.
only the third, brother.
Oh,
I've got 1 and 2 on DVD.
you do?
you don't need to like watch every episode. Just
that's
watch
how I
like
do
the
it.
first season,
Give me the 2 seasons.
and then you can even skip the
I'll
second
burn 'em
season.
out
if you
on
want,
a
even though there's some
Saturday
great
like I did Game of
episodes on that
Thrones.
season.
Did they fuck up the order? Did they do it good on the DVDs? Because that pissed me
Oh
off.
yeah, they did it well on the DVD.
Because it's like, why am I gonna watch one fucking episode, get up, and then have to change the fucking disc after
why you-
watching
that's
What
one?
fat American is
Right?
gonna?
No.
no,
Wait, what show did that?
Game of Thrones,
the Blu-ray.
the Blu-ray. There's one episode on one Blu-ray.
Awesome.
On two
Oh, did you see that,
discs.
Jack?
There's one episode on 2 discs.
One episode on 2 discs?
Yeah, there's
Watch this,
disc
watch
like
this.
number 3 and disc number 5. There's only one episode on them.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna bring
Well,
us to the end.
yeah,
now.
that's the end of the Attic Podcast. Follow us on
Alrighty,
Twitter at Attic
guys.
Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Review us on iTunes. And
Check out our YouTube channel,
Yeah,
YouTube
We all love
/Attic
you out there.
Podcast.
Be our friends.
All right, bye.